Warships in narrow waters, fighter jets in the skies, and one of the world's most critical oil choke points under live fire watch. Iran has launched major naval drills in the Strait of Hormuz as the United States surges more military muscle into the region. The Strait of Hormuz, a narrow maritime corridor through which a significant share of the world's oil flows, is once again at the center of rising military tension. Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps Navy has launched large-scale drills off the country's southern coast, calling the operation Smart Control of the Hormuz Strait. The exercises involve combined live-fire maneuvers and are being directly supervised by IRGC Chief Commander Major General Mohammad Pakpour. Iranian officials say the goal is to test operational readiness and prepare for potential security and military threats in the strategic waterway. Tehran says the drills also aim to showcase what it calls the smart utilization of Iran's geopolitical advantages in the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman, regions critical to global energy transit. Iranian drills comes as the United States has expanded its military footprint in the Middle East, deploying additional naval assets, F-35 fighter jets, aerial refueling tankers, and thousands of troops. According to reports, at least 163 C-17 and C-5 cargo flights have transported equipment and personnel from U.S. and Japanese bases into the region via Europe, signaling a sustained buildup. U.S. officials have confirmed that an additional aircraft carrier is being sent to the Middle East. President Donald Trump stated at the White House that the USS Gerald R. Ford would be leaving the Caribbean very soon, reinforcing American naval presence. The Strait of Hormuz stands as one of the world's most critical flashpoints. A single disruption here could ripple across the globe, sending energy prices soaring and throwing international trade into turmoil. Every tanker, every shipment, every barrel of oil passing through this narrow waterway becomes a potential trigger, a reminder that the fate of global markets can hinge on just a few miles of turbulent sea.
Do you still have a veto on Nouri al-Maliki to become the Iraqi Prime Minister?
We're looking at a Prime Minister. We're going to see what's going to happen. We've got some ideas on it, but in the end, everybody needs the U.S. Everybody needs us.
Are you planning to hold anyone accountable for the shutdown in El Paso?
The second aircraft carrier that you decided to send. Yeah. Talk about why you made that choice.
Well, in case we don't make a deal, we'll need it. If we don't have a deal, we'll need it. If we have a deal, we could cut it short. It'll be leaving very soon. We have one out there that just arrived. If we need it, we have it ready. A very big force.
Do you plan on holding anyone accountable?
Negotiations to still demand Zelensky has to hold elections before summer.
Well, Zelensky's going to have to get moving. Russia wants to make a deal, and Zelensky's going to have to get moving. Otherwise, he's going to miss a great opportunity. He has to move.
Mr. President,
Greenland doesn't want Europe controlling them anymore. What's your message to them?
Well, I think Greenland's going to want us, but we get along very well with Europe. We'll see how it all works out. We're negotiating right now for Greenland.
Mr. President, do you think Sean Duffy should be held accountable?
Well, I have a great relationship with them. If it wasn't for me, they'd be paying 2% and not paying. Instead, they're paying 5% and they're paying. We have a very good relationship with NATO.
Mr. President, how confident are you that our negotiations with Iran will be successful?
I think they'll be successful, and if they're not, it's going to be a bad day for Iran. Very bad. Well, we have a very good relationship with the president of Venezuela. As you know, we're working together very closely. We have our big oil companies going in. They're going to be taking out the oil and selling the oil for a lot of money, and Venezuela is going to get a big part of that money. And the relationship we have right now with Venezuela is, I would say, a 10. And the biggest beneficiary will be the people of Venezuela.
On Venezuela, will you be recognizing Delcy Rodriguez's government as the official government of Venezuela?
Well, right now we have done that. We're dealing with them, and really, right now they've done a great job. Delcy's done a very, very good job, and the relationship is strong. The oil is coming out, and a lot of money is being paid for oil by other nations, and we're taking care of it. We're refining it, and we're the only one that has the capability to refine it. Right now, the relationship with Venezuela is as good as it could possibly be.
When are you planning to visit Venezuela, sir?
I'm going to make a visit to Venezuela.
Wait.
We haven't decided. Are you from Venezuela?
From Colombia, sir. We share a border with Venezuela.
We just had a good meeting with you.
With the president of Colombia.
President, on the Munich Security Conference, what is your message to Europe?
I think the only message is we have a great relationship with NATO. We're a very powerful part of NATO. The people that are the heads of the countries, the various countries that we're talking about, they're all friends of mine.
In your meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu yesterday, has your thinking changed at all as it relates to these negotiations with Iran or the timeline with Iran?
We have to make a deal. We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't want that to happen, but we have to make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time, and they got Midnight Hammer instead. And this will be very traumatic for Iran if they don't make a deal. Look, if they don't make a deal, then it'll be a different story. But we had a very good meeting yesterday with Bibi Netanyahu, and he understands, but it's ultimately up to me. If the deal isn't a very fair deal and a very good deal with Iran, then it's going to be, I think, a very difficult time for them in the back. I guess over the next month, something like that. Yeah, it shouldn't take, I mean, it should happen quickly. They should agree very quickly. Yeah.
Mr. President,
please.
Why does Prime Minister Netanyahu want you to stop negotiating with Iran?
He is, you're saying stop entertaining, stop talking to them? Didn't say that, we didn't discuss that. I'll talk to them as long as I like, and we'll see if we can get a deal with them. And if we can't, we'll have to go to phase two. Phase two will be very tough for them. I'm not looking for that.
Mr. President, there are currently 0 Israeli hostages left in Gaza because of you. Thank you for that. And now that the war is ending in Gaza and Israel, I wanted to ask, do you believe Bibi bears any responsibility for the security failures that we saw on October 7th?
Well, October 7th was a rough time, and I guess everybody's responsible. It's you to look, but it was a terrible attack. It was a sneak attack. It was as violent as unfortunately, I've seen some of the results at levels that probably even you, good reporter, but probably you haven't seen. It was a horrible thing that took place. People were surprised. It was a surprise attack. Nobody saw that coming. He didn't see it coming. Nobody else would have seen it coming if they were in his position, I don't believe. But I can tell you he's been a very good wartime prime minister. He's been very strong. We've worked with him very well. We had tremendous success with Iran and everything else we've done. And he really has been. He's been, extraordinary as far as a wartime prime minister. Not easy. And, you have a president that refuses to give him a pardon. I think that man should be ashamed of himself. A pardon over this trial that's going on. The president of Israel, the primary power he's got is the power to give pardons. And he's not, he said he's given it 5 different times, but he doesn't want to do it because I guess he loses his power. I think the people of Israel should really shame him. He's disgraceful for not giving it. He should give it. But Bibi's been a great wartime prime minister, and I've been the best friend to Israel I think that they've ever had. A lot of people say beyond presidents that they've ever had, and we will continue to be. Yes, ma'am. 5 different times, but he doesn't want to do it because I guess he loses his power. I think the people of Israel should really shame him. He's disgraceful for not giving it. He should give it.